Welcome to Munchkin Land, a show where we sit around and play board games. Thank you so much for joining us this week for another adventure into the Arkham horror living card game. And we are up to Scenario 4 Blood on the Altar. But how did we get here? Brad, give us a recap of the story of our two investigators so far.
No way.
So we are two investigators. You are, who are you?
I am Daisy Walker, the assistant to the librarian at the Orrin Library at Miskatonic University.
And somehow I know you.
Sure, because I hang around with low-life scum.
I'm Schizotool, trying to do right by myself.
Right.
So somehow maybe I've enrolled in some classes to better myself. And we were called into Dr. Armitage's office late one night, and he's telling us this fantastic tale. And we are sent looking for two of his friends.
Yes.
And we didn't find either one of them.
No.
We found one of them.
We found one,
right?
Yeah, we found one guy who was hanging out at the university.
Yeah, we found him. So we in the Miskatonic University setting, we scoured the university, found him, but monsters got out, some kids got killed.
Just a rabid dog bit some kids, they died. That's all we know.
That's all we know.
That's our story, and we're sticking to it, by golly.
Then we went back to Armitage, and he's like, well, this other guy has a gambling problem.
Yeah.
So you better go down to this Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
And see if you can find
La
this
Bella
other
Luna.
guy.
Yeah, we were looking for Dr.
Francis Morgan.
Yes, Dr. Francis Morgan. Yeah.
We went down there. Stuff got real bad, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you would think Schizotool, my character, a reformed hoodlum, would know how to deal with the bad guys. But no, we got the bad guys on our case. And not only that, some monsters came crashing through the place, tore up the entire building, causing it to collapse. We barely escaped with our lives.
Yep.
And then
we failed to save the one big mob boss guy.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So that
in fact,
sucks.
We seem to be like the only people who made it out of that building.
Right. Then we go back to our friend, Dr. Armitage.
Yeah.
And he tells us this crazy story.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, listen, the Necronomicon is hidden at the Miskatonic Museum.
Mm-hmm.
You guys get over there, and Daisy, because of your extreme knowledge about the Necronomicon and all things book-related, this should be as simple for us.
Right.
And we were able to find it, right?
We
found this hidden hallway.
No, we had the chance. We could have destroyed it to make sure it didn't fall into the wrong hands.
But your lust for knowledge.
Daisy said, no, we've got to take the Necronomicon. I will hold it, I will keep it safe, and I will use its power for good. Nothing will happen to this book. I will not let go of this book.
And I said, well, Dr. Armitage, maybe you should come with me. I'll protect you. I've got some fist powers and some streetwise actions.
Yep.
Everything should be okay. And he's like, no, wait. You guys need to get to Dunwich because that's where the real stuff is going down.
Yep.
And so the only way we could get on it is by getting on the Essex County Express down to Dunwich.
Mm-hmm.
But things got even more weird when monsters in this the hole in the fabric of reality opened up and started sucking back our train cars. And unfortunately, Daisy got sucked up.
Daisy was in a train car, and the train car got sucked into the rift, and Daisy was sucked into the rift in the sky.
And I think it was like Night Gaunt or something, some steam monster got to me, and I wasn't able to get the train started in time.
Yeah, you're supposed to start the train, and then the bridge collapsed.
And the bridge collapsed, and I suffered a mental insanity.
Right.
Well,
you actually were sort of sucked in the rift too, weren't you?
Yeah, something like that. But I suffered a mental insanity, so I'm starting this game off with one less insanity.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are watching last time, we actually made a mistake where we actually accidentally triggered a Mythos one turn too early, which caused Brad to get sucked up and taken out of the game, which means we might have won, but, who knows. But we're taking that in stride. The plus is, even though you were defeated, you don't have to take any...
I took no trauma.
You took no traumas.
Right, yeah. And we double-checked, actually triple-checked this, because I thought I took a physical trauma.
I thought so too, but
then,
I mean, if you were defeated by a monster... See, the way that we got screwed up is, we were thinking that anyone that's defeated takes a trauma.
Takes a trauma, right.
But that's not the case.
That is correct.
In this case. It's only when it says that you take the trauma, do you take the trauma.
Right. So I did not run out of hit points, did not run out of sanity points, though I was really
very close. One away, right?
Stupidly close. Yeah.
So the thing is, neither one of us are dead. That hole in the fabric of reality sucked you up, spit you out the other side.
Yep.
and you gain some knowledge of the universe.
Yep.
Which is good.
Nope.
Well, maybe not. I woke up in a pile of mess. And decided that I need to just get back on the road and get down to Dunwich because things are going down. Unfortunately, Dr. Armitage was kidnapped. He's missing. We don't know where he is in all this wreckage. Along the way to Dunwich, I found you, Daisy.
Yep.
And I picked you up and we continued to walk into town. Now, because we were delayed, this game starts off with one mythos already triggered, which may not be good.
Right.
The other thing, this town of Dunwich doesn't make a whole lot of sense, Brad.
Oh, also, wait, I also lost the Necronomicon.
Oh, the Necronomicon. If you remember that episode from the Miskatonic Museum adventure, Daisy was so dead set on us getting that Necronomicon that we almost died because the Haunter in the Dark was lurking around and popping up in weird places, and we could have just left.
Yeah.
But no, we had to get the Necronomicon.
Yeah.
And then you lost it.
And then I lost it. Someone stole it from me. So Dr. Armitage has been kidnapped.
Yeah,
Necronomicon is gone.
We each got another weakness added in, the time and space thing.
Yep.
And now we've landed in Dunwich, which is a weird little town, and we've tried to use our toothpicks in the best way possible, because I know that as people are playing this game, one of the biggest challenges is trying to remember which direction things go. So in this case, we are starting out in the Village Commons. And the Village Commons, and the way this particular game is set up, is it's kind of random as to what the other locations are. And so for some people, you may have the schoolhouse. Other people may not have the schoolhouse. You may be missing other stuff. The schoolhouse for us is taken out. I don't know if that's good or bad because I didn't read the card. But it does create a problem with the flow of our movement through town. So why don't you explain how we can move through town?
So part of our problem is that the Village Commons only connects, to the schoolhouse and to two other locations. But the schoolhouse is gone. And one of the other locations that it connects to is Osborne's General Store, but you can't get from Osborne's General Store back to the Village Commons. So that's why we have this little kind of a broken toothpick, like an arrow.
So it's a one-way direction.
Travel, yeah.
That's weird.
And so there's this two-way travel here. Then over here at the Congregational Church, you can go to the Village Commons, but you can't go from the Village Commons to the church. Now the problem that this has created for us is we've got generally this kind of flow, and once you get up here in the House in the Reeds, the only way is to get back. But the only way to get to the House in the Reeds is to go at least, to start here or here. So we've got to go this way and eventually get up here at the House in the Reeds because...
I hope that's not where the hidden chamber is at.
Right, because we've got to find... Well, I hope it's not where the key is at.
Oh, yeah. So we have to do two things. We have to find a key and a hidden chamber. But perhaps we should get into the story.
Story?
Yes.
Oh, wait. Did you get some new gear?
Oh, yes. I did get some new gear. I upgraded my switchblade, which was good because it gives me some bonuses to my attacks. And I got rid of my guard dog, but I added a beat cop. Now, they both have the same health and sanity, but the beat cop is able to, I can exhaust him to deal some damage, whereas the dog actually had to be attacked or had to receive damage before it could do anything.
And it's the level 2 beat cop.
Yeah, the level 2 beat cop, which I can do based on my character. I can go up to level 2 with that class.
One of those state troopers.
And I had five. I picked up the beat cop along the way. He's like, "What's going on with all this mess? Where's the train?" It's like, "Come with me, fella. I'll tell you all about it."
Yeah.
So I had 5 points that I could spend, experience points. What did you do, Brad?
I had 3 experience points, and lucky for me, I ran into Zebulon Wheatley, and he had a spare bulletproof vest that he traded me for a flashlight. So I gave him my flashlight. He gave Daisy a bulletproof vest.
And then he was immediately kidnapped and disappeared.
And then he disappeared, yeah.
All right.
Good old Zebulon Wheatley. All right.
When you finally reach Dunwich, you are greeted by Zebulon Wheatley and Earl Sawyer, another man from the village who had met with Dr. Armitage during the incident several months ago. "Things ain't looking too good round here," Earl tells you. "Some folk up and went missing a few nights ago. Them whippoorwills won't shut up. I don't know what you're doing here, but last time you Arkham folk came around, it was bad news. Very bad news. His eyes blink repeatedly, and he coughs and looks away. Look, why don't you rest for the night and look for whatever it is you're looking for in the morning, Zebulon chimes in, putting a wrinkled hand on your shoulder. You begin to protest, but your aching muscles and weary mind won't allow you to refuse. The elderly man offers to take you in for the night and drives you to his home in the outskirts of Dunwich Village. The town is disheveled and eerie, and you find yourself wishing you hadn't come here at all. You fall asleep on the ride over and scarcely remember anything else from the night. When you awaken, you find that Zebulon House is abandoned, and there's no sign of the elderly man or Mr. Sawyer. Fearing the worst, you head into the village of Dunwich to investigate, hoping to find answers. Bum, bum, bum.
This is a mess.
I really like this mystery. I like mysteries in general, but mixing mysteries with horror actually just makes it that much better.
Dun, dun, dun.
So in the encounter deck, we have Blood on the Altar, Dunwich, the Whippoorwills, which I've seen the Whippoorwills in action before, and they are a pain in the butt.
They will steal your soul.
We have the Night Gaunts and Ancient Evils, two other things that I don't really want in our deck. And then because if we look in our campaign log, if we wrote down the O'Banion gang has a bone to pick with you,
and they do.
So
we destroyed their restaurant, speakeasy, gambling den. Well, we didn't destroy it, but
they're blaming us for it.
Yeah.
So we have to add them into it as well. So we got mobsters, monsters. This game should be called Mobsters and Monsters. And that's where we're sitting right now. So, are we ready to begin, Brad?
I am as ready as I'll ever be.
Agenda and act, please.
All right. Strange disappearances. Your welcome in Dunwich has been cold. A string of disappearances has left already aloof townsfolk on edge. Most of them look at you with distrust, and few are willing to help in your investigation. Who knows what will happen if you don't find the location of the missing townsfolk soon?
Oh, no.
Searching for answers. The disappearances in town may be related to the events in Arkham. You suspect that something foul is afoot. Something awful is afoot. Nevertheless.
Some foul is afoot.
Who wrote that? You suspect that something awful is afoot. You must find where the missing townsfolk are being held in order to unveil this conspiracy. So our objective here, when an investigator enters the hidden chamber, advance.
Oh, gosh.
So we know from the setup that under these 5 locations, one of these cards is the hidden chamber.
Right.
We also know from the setup that one of those cards is the key to the hidden chamber.
Right.
And 3 other cards are just random cards. So they may be mobsters, they may be monsters, they may be
treacheries.
Yeah, whatever
is going to affect us.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's draw 5 cards.
All right. Indeed. Well,
I'm okay with what I have.
I am not. I am ditching 3 of these cards.
Okay.
Well, that's not that much better, but oh well. Okay.
I mean, I could ditch one of these cards, but I kind of want to keep it.
All right. I was hoping to get my new bulletproof vest.
You just ran out of the house and forgot to put it on?
Oh, I got it somewhere. It's in my satchel that I haven't found yet either.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
That was quite the train ride.
It was.
Why did we come to this crummy little backwater town?
I keep following you, man.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
So who wants to go first? Would you like me to go first, or would you like you to go first?
Why don't you go first?
I think what I'm going to do is just go for my first action. Geez, do I want to make that my first action? I think for my first action, I will go ahead and spend 3 resources.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to pull out a machete because Skids is getting real tired of this town.
Okay.
Or tired of all the crap that's going on. And I'm ready to just chop something up at a moment's notice. Then for my second action, I'm going to go visit the general store and let them know, hey, Skids O'Toole's in town. You guys,
If you can
Better knock it off.
buy some extra ammo for your guns.
Osborne's General Store. From the air of hushed fright at Osborne's store, they knew something hideous had happened. That's from H.P. Lovecraft's The Dunwich Horror.
Good story.
Osborne's General Store, a shroud of 3, 1 clue per investigator, so 2 clues that will be added on. Action, spend 1 resource, search the top 3 cards of your deck for an item card, and add it to your hand, and then shuffle the deck. And then what is the lightning bolt is a free trigger. If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath Osborne's General Store. Group limit once per game.
Nice.
So we only have 2 things. Now it could be anything, right? So that's my second action. Shroud of 3. Oh, you've got some new odds for us this time, Brad,
Yeah,
which are probably the same as last time.
Fairly similar, yeah. Yeah. The big difference now is that the skulls give you a minus for every location that does not have a card under it. So they begin with a -1 because the Village Commons has no card under it.
It goes to a max of 4.
Max of -4. Right.
I think for my third action, Brad, I think I'm going to go try to find a clue. The shroud is 3. I'm testing my lore. It's at 3. Yeah, I'm testing my lore, right?
Right.
Or my intellect, sorry. I'm at 3 and 3. It's 0. So that means I have that's even. I have a 33% chance of success. If I spend 2 resources, I can boost that by 3 and be up by 3, which wouldn't be too bad, but that's spending resources. So what do you think?
I don't know.
I think I'll spend the resources.
All right.
Shake the bag of mystery and draw out a, dang it, auto fail.
No, we need to mark that token somehow.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about anything bad that happened. So those are my 3 turns.
Bad enough happens is
I wasted some resources. That's okay.
Failed. Yeah.
All right, Brad, I am done. Your turn.
All right. I am going to always So I'm worried if I pull stuff out too soon, I'm gonna have to discard it or some garbage like that. That seems to always happen. All right, let's do this. Let's move to the general store.
All right.
I will investigate a shroud of 3.
All right. I really should just focus on punching things and let you come in and get all the clues.
That's all right. I'm at +2. My intellect is 5, so I'm at +2, which by my reckoning gives me an 88% chance of success.
All right. Shake that up good, because I think the doom token's on the top. Shake to the bottom. Shake to one of the corners of that bag.
All right. So I'm up by 2. -1 is good. Give me a clue.
You have 1 clue.
All right. So I see
Search again.
See, there's a door over there in the general store. That's my clue.
All right.
All right. My last was another investigation for my last action. -2 is even. Good enough.
Another clue.
All right. Now this is going to be an action for next turn? Is that how that goes?
If there are no clues here, no, this is a fast action.
Okay.
If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath Osborne's Journal Store. Group limit once per game.
All right, let's do it.
All right. And you still have 1 action left.
No, I'm done.
Oh, you're done. Okay.
Moved, investigated.
We find Ancient Evils, Omen. Place 1 doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to advance.
All right. Well, that was not exciting.
Listen, I would rather have something like that
True.
than a monster that we have to deal with.
Yep.
All right, so the investigator phase is over. Enemy phase, there are no enemies on the board. Upkeep phase, we're going to reset. Ready all of your exhausted cards. If you have any exhausted cards, each investigator draws 1 card. Loop. Boo, I got
nice.
My train trip troubles.
Oh, no.
Are already causing me woe.
Oh,
because now I have a treachery across time and space. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. So I will be discarding Backstab, Knife, darn it, and on the lamb. Hey, that's... No, wait, that's actually a bad thing. That's my good thing. I thought that was my.
It would have been nice to
yeah.
discard a weak. No, is that it? And then it just sort of sits there, right?
I guess it sits there. I mean, it doesn't say discard, but
Right.
I
No,
mean,
you don't discard it.
But I mean, it's done. So I mean,
So it's
there's
done.
nothing else
Okay.
that happens.
It
to
doesn't
it.
do that every turn or anything
Yeah.
garbage like that.
And
Okay.
then, did you already draw a card?
I drew my card.
Did you already take a resource?
I have not taken a resource.
Okay, well, here's one for you.
Oh, I thank you.
And I will take one.
Why, thank you, sir.
And then each investigator checks his hand size, and we place one doom token on the agenda, which now we are
We're
one
halfway
turn in
there.
and we're halfway through. That may be the bad thing because
Wow.
we are on a timer, so to speak,
Yeah.
Brad, because we know that people are missing.
Yeah.
And we need to find them before people get really upset.
We do.
All right, well, since I am the lead investigator, I will draw a whippoorwill. It's a creature. It's a aloof hunter. Okay. So what does aloof mean, Brad?
Aloof means it does not engage, and in fact, you have to spend an action to engage it.
It also has each investigator at whippoorwill's location gets -1 to everything.
Yep.
So all of your skills get a -1, and I guess it spawns at my location. So it also has the hunter keyword, so it's going to follow us wherever we go.
Us, yes.
My guess is it might be better to just get rid of these things as quickly as possible.
Well, not right now. We're going to get out of here before we get to leave here.
Okay.
I mean, unless you're going to sit here for at the
No,
store.
I mean, you've got to draw an encounter card
Look
too,
around.
but I'm just saying that these things are going to become a problem.
Hunted down tactic. Oh, dang it! It's O'Banion's gang.
Oh no.
If there are no unengaged criminal enemies in play, hunted down gains surge, so it does. Okay, so nothing basically. O'Banion's gang is in town, but they haven't found us yet. Oh, hunted down again.
Oh wow.
All right,
All right.
surge again. You shuffled these, right?
I did, yeah.
Okay. Oh, and look, a whippoorwill.
Yeah, boo.
Oh, wow.
And we can have multiple ones at our locations, right?
Yes, and so now there's a cumulative
-2 on everything.
-2 on everything. Maybe you do want to
because they're going to follow us. I mean, unless we jump 2 ahead or something, they're just going to follow us right along.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Be a -2 to fight the guy.
I'm okay. I've got my machete, which gives me a +1.
And you're going to have to spend an action to engage him.
Yeah. All right. I will. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and engage one of these.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack him.
Okay.
Actually, how about this? So 1, 2, 3. It only has a health of 1.
Right. You just gotta pop it one time.
My fight is at 3.
Yep.
It's at 2.
But your fight's actually
I'm at 1. So I'm even with it. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do.
Your machete makes you even with it?
My machete would make me even with it. So here's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Oh, no, that's the wrong way. Shoot. That is not the one that I wanted. Oh, wait, I've got a card here. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and engage for my first action.
Okay.
I'm going to attack with my second action, and I'm going to throw in Overpower, which gives me 2 fight.
Okay.
I get a +1 for my machete, so that is 3. On top of my 3 is 6.
Okay.
-2 is 4. I'm up by 2.
Okay.
And I only have to hit it.
It's going to overpower a whippoorwill with
Might
a
as
machete.
well. And I get a
Tablet.
broken tablet, -2.
-2.
All right, well, that's still a success. So he is down.
All right.
And that is gone. So now we're down by 1 on everything.
2 actions.
That is 2 actions.
You know,
Now, he does have a sanity.
You could dig into the store there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Spend a resource. Look at the top 3 cards.
For an item card. I'll go ahead and do that.
Do you have? Well, I guess you do. Don't forget to spend your resource.
Yeah.
Did you get
Bad
one?
thing is I have no item cards, so which is not a surprise because I've
Wow.
only got a few item cards, like guns, machetes, knives. But I've put a lot of things in my deck that help me recharge those. So like extra ammunition, more resources, those kinds of things. So
extra ammunition's not an item?
It probably is, but it's already in my hand.
It's not. Oh.
All right, so those are my 3
done.
actions, Brad.
Right.
I am done.
Well, I'm going to move.
Actually, extra ammunition is an event.
Oh, okay. To Bishop's Brook, a location in Dunwich. One dreads to trust the Wow. Take 2. I'm going to move to Bishop's Brook. One dreads to trust the tenebrous. I
don't know what that word means.
We're just going to keep that. Who cares? Geez, Louise. Okay, you should get somebody who can read for this show. One dreads to trust the tenebrous tunnel of the bridge, yet there is no way to avoid it. Oh, we've got to get the bridge over Bishop's Brook. Okay, all right.
So what happens?
Well, there are 2 clues here.
Oh, okay.
With a shroud of 3.
Okay.
If there is an investigator at Bishop's Brook, other investigators cannot enter Bishop's Brook. Well, it's good that I did. I'm glad I'm here.
Okay.
Lightning thing. If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath Bishop's Brook. Group limit once per game. All right. So I did 1 action was to move.
Mm-hmm.
I want to spend 4. Resources. Call upon my good friend Dr. Milan Christopher, professor of entomology.
Yeah,
he
got conked on the head last time.
He did get conked on the head last time. He gives me +1 intellect, and after I successfully investigate, I can gain 1 resource. So I'm going to investigate.
Okay.
As my 3rd action. I am now 6. So 5 + 1 - 3 is 3. So I'm up by 3.
Hey, Elder Sign.
Elder Sign. I don't get my Elder Sign bonus because I have no tomes in play. But I'll take that clue. And that's my 3rd action. But, Stephen.
Yes.
There's more.
Oh.
I'm going to spend 2 resources for the event Working Hunch, which is a fast action I can play only during my turn. I discover a clue at my location.
Excellent. So are you going to go ahead and...
I'm going to go ahead and find out what is hidden down there amongst the reeds at Bishop's Brook. Oh no, I hear the Psychopomp's song.
Oh no.
Yes, it has surge and there's peril. You cannot help me. Revelation, add Psychopomp's song to any investigator's threat area. Forced, when you would take 1 or more damage, take 2 additional damage and discard Psychopomp's song.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ouch.
Good Lord.
But it only happens once.
Yeah, but if I take 1 damage, I'll take 3 damage and I'll...
No, you only have to double it, right?
When you would take 1 or more damage, take 2 additional damage.
Oh, 2 additional. Okay.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, that's brutal.
That is pretty brutal.
And it has surge.
Yeah, so now you have to draw another card.
Oh, I don't have anything that would...
You have something that'll dismiss it?
No, I don't.
Can you dismiss it? So if you have another card later, can you dismiss it?
No.
Or does that card only allow you to do it?
No, this is the thing. I got to not take damage.
Yeah. All right, we can do that.
All right, in my treachery, Ancient Evils. Omen, place 1 doom on the current agenda. This effect can cause the current agenda to... Oh, wait. Okay, this has surge. That's why I drew this card, because this has surge.
Right. Yeah, you have to take...
Do you think I have to do surge? Because I didn't draw it as a card.
No, I'd say surge.
Okay, all right. Place 1 doom.
I mean, that's how I would interpret it.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what I thought too, and that's why I did it, but still in all.
All right, so here's the good thing. We know that in one of these final 3 locations, the 2 items that we need to get are there. And so far, we haven't had well, we've had whippoorwills, but, whippoorwills. We know that hasn't been such a big deal.
Right.
So I say we're doing okay at the moment, except for the agenda.
If you say we're doing okay, Stephen, then
I actually think that this scenario, last time we thought that the Essex County Express was going to be just a walk in the park.
Yeah.
Or, a walk on the train. Yes. Stroke our chins, pat our bellies,
Yes.
then we die. This one, I really have a feeling that it's much, much, much more complex. And my feeling is we're not going to be successful in this, is my feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm positive about where we're at right now.
See, Daisy is thinking that the worst is we don't find the missing people and
they all die.
Their blood is spilled on an altar somewhere, and someone else has to clean up the mess.
Yeah, this is called blood on the altar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's little chance of Daisy being sucked up into a rift into another dimension. So Daisy is pretty chill with whatever happens here, basically.
All right.
Yeah,
well, let's move on to the enemy phase.
All right.
Our aloof hunter does not do anything.
Nope.
Do you need to get rid of your card there?
Oh, my working a hunch card. Yes,
Yeah.
I do. Thank you.
So with that just stays right there with me. It's not going to attack because I'm not engaged with it. If it did attack, it would cost me 1 sanity.
Right.
Which I don't want to take much sanity. So now we can go into the upkeep phase. We can reset our characters. Each investigator draws 1 card. Hey, not too bad. But of course I need some resources, so I can take 1 resource and you can have 1 resource.
Thank you.
And we check our hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm 5.
And then we're going to place 1 doom on the agenda track.
All right.
And we're going to take a card. And I get, on the Wings of Darkness, Revelation, test my agility of 4. If you fail, take 1 damage and 1 horror. Then disengage from each non-Night Gaunt enemy engaged with you and move to a central location. How would I move to a central location? Would that be, I can't move here,
no,
and I can't move back here?
You can move there. So this location actually has the keyword central.
Okay. All right. So
the bad news is that our central location is not as central as one might imagine. But
what can I use to boost up? Oh shoot! If I had 1 more resource.
If you can not have this happen, this will be great.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to. I'm testing agility. Shoot. Because I need to be up at least by 1. So I'm going to have to throw in my cat burglar, which has the 1 agility added onto it. So I'm up by 1. If I had another resource, I could have had really bumped up my agility. I don't want to be taken away by a Night Gaunt. Elder Sign.
Awesome.
Ooh, hey, here's the nice thing. Wait, effect +2. So +2 onto that. Mm-hmm. If you succeed, gain 2 resources. So I will take 2 resources.
Well done.
I succeed.
All right.
And I will stay here. And Brad, you may take a crazy card off the crazy deck.
Rotting Remains. Oh man, Bishop's Brook is really fouled.
That really is bad, and I can't come in and help you.
Test will at 3. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror. Well, my will is 3. I could spend 1 resource and give myself +2 for this skill test, and I really kind of want to do that. I'm not in the mood to take a pile of horror.
Yeah, nobody wants a pile of horror, Brad.
No. So I'm at +2. -2. Even I'm good. All right.
When I look at all the cards that we put in here, mobsters and monsters and all these things, I'm really scared now because we are, not a quarter of the way through the deck, but we're into the deck.
Burning through the deck.
And, all right, so the problem is I can't move down I can't go down there, Brad, because you're occupying that space.
That's true.
So I guess I will...
Let me go.
Let you go first? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Only 1 person can fit on the bridge at a time.
Yes, right.
So just let me take my turn. So what we're going to do, by the way, just so you're... Well, never mind. I'll tell you when you're...
Yeah, you're going to move over there, and then I'm going to move down here.
And if you can, catch up with me.
Yes.
I'm looking at these burned ruins on the other side of the brook.
Oh.
Yeah. It is not reassuring to see on a closer glance that most of the houses are deserted and falling to ruin. Well, this one is definitely deserted. It is burned. There are 3 clues here. Each enemy in the burned ruins gets +1 to evade. Lightning. If there are no clues here, draw the encounter card underneath Burned Ruins. Group limit once per game.
Okay.
Burned Ruins, I should say.
Like our house that we left at Arkham.
I'll just assume I gave myself my... Yeah, I did get my... No, I did not. I did not get my resource last turn for... No, my bad. My foolish error. So 1... for my second action, I'm going to burn my emergency cash and get 3 resources.
All right.
And for my third action, I am going to investigate. So I am at 5, 6 in the Shroud is 3. Plus 3 I'm at.
Elder Sign.
Elder Sign. Boy.
Success. Do you have an Elder Sign thing?
No bonus for the... I have no book. So
okay.
I get no bonus.
Get your books out.
I will take a resource from Dr. Milan Christopher.
All right.
And with that, I am done.
All right. So, knowing that there's nothing on the bridge and knowing that you're in some burned out remains and knowing that I don't have to worry about this guy, I'm going to take 2 actions to move down here with you.
Oh, hey!
Hey, I'm sorry. Those darn whippoorwills.
Yeah.
There's some song about whippoorwills, but there you go. Hey, look, I hear there's clues in these locations. I must investigate.
Please.
The question is, do I really want to investigate? Because it's burning resources.
Well, don't. Look, I'll investigate twice, and then we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Then
I will just take a card or resource. I think I will take a resource. And my turn will be done.
Okay.
Enemies. Aloof Hunter. It moves 1 closer to us.
All right.
That's it. And then we will flip our cards. We will draw 1 card. And, perfect. And take 1 resource each.
Thank you.
We will check our hand size.
My hand is fine.
And now, sadly, Brad, we are going to advance the agenda.
Whippoorwills gather along the gambrel roofs of Dunwich and begin to shriek in jubilation. The people of Dunwich believe that the presence of whippoorwills foreshadows someone's imminent death. Do they long for your death, or is the victim someone else? If there are 3 or more potential sacrifices, choose one of them at random and place it underneath the agenda deck without looking at it.
There are 3 or more.
In fact, there are 4 potential sacrifices.
Shoot.
Let's hope it's Ed, what's his name?
Ed Sullivan?
No. Ed Sullivan.
You guys, I don't like you around here.
We're gonna be on. Ed Sullivan. I kind of forced that.
I'm supposed to look at it.
Did you look at it?
I did.
Well, let's just draw again.
What was I thinking?
You were thinking, this is my card. I've got to remember my card.
Yeah.
All right.
I won't look at it, although it was Ed Sullivan. So
I will not force one this time. All right.
All right. What's our new agenda?
The new agenda. The old one's hunger. As the sun sets, the frightened townsfolk retreat into their... It's sunset already. Jeez.
Yeah.
That was a long walk.
It's a long day.
Wow. As the sun sets, the frightened townsfolk retreat into their homes and lock their doors. It is clear to you that many of them know more than they are letting on. A sickening feeling turns over in your stomach as the village's true nature becomes clear.
What's the true nature?
We're visiting a village of cultists.
Rotting remains. Test my intellect. Right? No, test my willpower. 3. Yep. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror. Shoot, I gotta get this. So I'm going to throw in guts, which will give me 2 on top of my 2, which puts me at 4, which puts me 1 ahead.
So the guts don't bother you, but the rotting remains.
Rotting remains do, but I have fortitude. I got guts. I got what it takes.
It's a burned, charred, like Uncle Owen.
Yes. And I get a creepy alkalite. -2 if you fail. Add 1 clue from the token pool to your location.
Did you fail?
I failed.
You failed.
So this is a -2. I was at 4, so that's at 2. I had to test my willpower for 3, so I failed by 1. So I failed.
Wait, what's -2? Wait, okay. Oh, I see. So, okay, you were
So
at 4.
I'm at 4.
-2.
-2
So
for the
you're
fail.
-1, so you
I'm at
failed.
-1, and I had to beat 3.
Okay, so throw an extra clue
I
on
add
there.
1 clue from the token pool to the location.
That stupid whippoorwill is going to catch up.
And I have to take a horror. Okay, Brad, your turn.
All right. Oh, look, it's one of O'Banion's thugs.
Oh, gosh, these guys.
Yep. While O'Banion's thug is engaged with you, you cannot gain resources. He says, are we going to have a problem here? Oh, yes. Yes, we are going to have a problem here.
So I can have, yeah, okay.
So you could conceivably go first and beat on O'Banion's thug. He has a fight of 4 and 2 hit points. His evasion is +1 here because there's nothing to hide behind in the burned ruins, except wherever the...
Yeah, so the problem is my machete, it does give me +1 to the fight. But if the attacked enemy is the only enemy engaged with you, the attack deals +1 damage. So he's not engaged with me. So I wouldn't be able to add a bonus damage.
So you could take an action and engage him.
Does that? Yeah.
I mean, you could take an action and engage him, or you could fight him twice. Or maybe 3 times.
Because what's his, what am I trying to hit?
His fight is 4.
Ooh, and I'm at 3, so I would be even with him. Oh, wait a minute. How about this? It's going to hurt me later on, Brad. I'm just letting you know this. Just letting you know this.
It's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me. You know, I've got Psycho Pump's song, so we don't want this guy.
So,
by
here's
the
the
way,
thing.
if he gets me, he's got me at 4.
Okay, here's the thing.
I've only got 1
I'm going to
left.
spend 2 resources.
Okay.
And I'm going to do sneak attack.
All right.
Deal 2 damage. Oh, to an exhausted enemy. Shoot. All right. So, how about this? I will engage him.
Okay.
For my first action.
Do we need to look that up and make sure you can actually do that?
Well, you said I could.
You know, I say a lot of things. Investigator may perform the engage action to engage an enemy that is engaged with a different investigator at the same location. The enemy simultaneously disengages and engages the investigator performing the action.
Okay. So that's my first action.
Okay.
I am then going to... my machete gives me +1 to a fight, so we're tied. I'm going to throw in sneak attack to pump up my fight by 1.
All right.
And I get -2, so I failed.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. So that was my second action. I will do this again without any bonuses. So I'm hoping for a plus
Oh,
this
dude,
time.
we should have... Oh, never mind.
That's all right. All right. Yeah. Hoo-hoo. -3. If you fail, place 1 doom on the current agenda. Yeah. Whoo. Yay.
Right.
Thanks, O'Banion's enemies.
All right.
And here's the problem. We got stupid whippoorwill coming into our location.
I got this.
All right. So that is my turn.
Okay.
Engage, fight, fight.
All right. How many hit points do you have? Just 2?
He has 2 hit points, yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to spend 3 resources and recall from having owned the Necronomicon 2 copies, no less.
Yeah, 2 copies.
A shriveling spell, which has 4 charges.
All right.
And I am going to spend 1 charge to fight.
Okay.
This fight uses my will instead of my fight and deals +1 damage. And I'm also, for my higher education, going to spend 1 resource to pump my will up by 2.
And that's a free action? Or
That is a free,
okay.
yeah, whatever that is.
All right, so what are you're using your will?
Yep.
Instead of your strength.
So my will is at 5.
Oh, his combat's at 4, so you're only beating it by 1.
I'm going to throw in another card.
Okay.
Put me at 6, so I'm beating him by 2.
Okay.
And I do +1 damage.
All right.
-1.
Excellent. So he's taking how many damage?
He is taking 2 damage.
All
oh,
right.
no.
What'd you do?
Take it all back.
What'd
I'm
you
going to
do?
have to redraw. When I spent my Shrivelings card, I didn't have enough cards. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're just going to let it all stand. I didn't have enough cards in my hand to actually use my higher education. I'm going to spend a second action to draw a card.
Okay.
Then my third action, everything I just did.
Okay.
So I had 5 cards, did higher education, dropped this, and now I'm at 4 cards.
Okay.
All right.
So we made it work, ladies and
Yes, we
gentlemen.
made it work. All right.
So he's defeated,
He is defeated.
and that was all your turns, right?
That was the entirety of my action. But
All
I
right.
got rid of that guy.
Yeah. Well,
And I couldn't have done it if you hadn't taken him. So,
enemy phase.
hang on. Okay, you're right.
Well, if you're
Yep,
done.
Yep, you're right.
Enemy phase. He comes in.
Okay.
Then we are into the refresh. So refresh our characters.
Okay.
Everybody draws 1 card,
All right.
takes 1 resource.
All right.
Now wait, was there a place that said while you're in this location you can't get resources?
That was some other place.
Okay, so it's not this place.
That was I think, in the last game. We played.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure.
Seems like. I don't know.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
Oh, no,
Brett.
that was one of my
Okay.
bad cards.
Okay. Count your cards. Then we're going to
5.
advance the mythos, and we're each going to take a terrible card, and I'm going to get a mobster. Man, this is where the bad guys hang out, is in the burned out ruins.
Well, I tell you.
2/2/2. He does have retaliate. After mobster attacks, you lose 1 resource. Ouch, that's forced. After the mobster attacks, you lose 1 resource. All right, Brad, go ahead and you draw a card.
All right. I drew
Crap it.
the Servant of Many Mouths.
Uh-oh.
This is a humanoid. Spawn at any empty location. He has retaliate. After you defeat Servant of Many Mouths, discover 1 clue at any location.
Put him here.
Hang on. He has a fight of 3. Will of 3.
So you got a hunter or any of that stuff?
Nope. So I'm just thinking I could. No, you're right. Yeah, we're going to put him over here.
Does he have hunter or anything?
Nope. At Osborne's
Yeah,
General
let's just have him
Store.
hang out there.
Yep. Fine with me.
All right. So the problem is we have a -1 to everything right now, thanks to our whippoorwill friends.
Whippoorwill.
And I'm engaged with this mobster. So my combat is at 2 against his 2. I have 1 with my machete.
So I could investigate, and then we could flip that card at some point. Well, why don't you go
let me
first?
get
Yeah,
rid
you
of this
go first.
mobster first.
Get rid of the mobster.
Dang it. Let's see.
Well, he is the only enemy engaged with you.
Yes. All right, well, so right now I am at 4 minus 1 is 3. I'm up by 1. There's nothing that I can throw in. Unless there's something you want to throw in.
I could go first and I could shrivel him.
Well, remember, you're at a -1.
His fight's only 2.
Yeah. If you want to, that's fine.
I could spend the resource.
Because I would rather spend my resources on something that could actually be super useful to us in the coming moments.
Yeah.
So if you can shrivel him, and you have enough cards and everything to do that.
All right, I'm going to go first.
Okay.
I will spend 1 shriveling. I will also spend a resource to
You have
give
enough
myself
cards to do that.
+2. I've got 5 cards in my
Okay.
hand. So I've got 2, 5 is mine. -1 for the whippoorwill, so I'm at 4. My will is at 4.
Against his 2.
Against his 2, so I'm up by 2.
Okay.
-2, even.
And
I
you're
shriveled
dealing
him.
2 damage?
Yep, did an extra damage.
All right.
Now there's something sort of creepy about this mobster. I mean, just this dude. This dude who just is like wandering through a
No,
burned
the
out
other
building.
guy, we just had another mobster guy show up a minute ago, didn't we?
That's true, yeah.
So they're hanging out. That's their
Yeah.
hideout.
Except like, oh look, there's a librarian, and she's like,
That's That'll teach him. That'll teach O'Banion's gang.
Yeah.
All right, so that was your first
That
action.
was my first action. For my second trick, I'm going to investigate.
You're at a -1.
Yeah, but I'm +1 from Dr. Milan Christopher, so I'm still at 5.
All right.
Even with all that, and it's 3, so I'm still up by 2. +1.
Okay.
Awesome. Investigating again.
Ooh, this is -3.
Elder thing is -3. I failed. Oh, I'm taking my resource for investigating successfully.
If you fail, place 1 doom on the current agenda.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, so I did get 1 resource for investigating successfully with Dr. Milan.
That is your turn.
You know, I should just automatically, because I would, if I spent 1 for higher education. Oh, who would do that? That's silly. Yes, that is my turn.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. For my first 2 turns, well, for my first turn, I'm going to spend 4 and get my 45 automatic.
Okay.
Then, for my second action, I'm going to spend 2 and get extra ammunition. Place 3 ammo tokens on a firearm asset controlled by an investigator at your location.
Good job.
So I'm going to bump this up to 7.
Finally.
Then, so I have to take an action to engage this guy.
Yeah. And if you engage him, he will attack you.
I'm going to take 1 resource.
Okay.
And end my turn.
All right.
Enemy turn. Aloof, does nothing.
That other guy is just hanging out.
Hanging out, doesn't do anything. All right, so we reset. It's upkeep time.
Okay.
So we'll flip our cards.
Draw a card.
Draw a card. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
1 resource. And you haven't taken any damage, so we don't have to worry about that.
Still good.
Oh, it's a good thing because... So I got a question. This is an interesting question. Had you missed that mobster and he has retaliate,
Yeah.
would that have gone to you or me?
It would have gone to me, I'm pretty sure. You want me to look it up? No, because it doesn't matter. But I'm pretty sure it goes back to the person who... Now, you know what would have happened? You know what would have been even worse? If I'd missed that mobster, I'd hit you.
Oh, is that what it would have been?
Yeah,
oh,
you would have been shriveled.
And he would have had to
And he would have had to retaliate against one of us. There was a lot riding on that. Wow, what was I thinking?
What were you thinking? Boy.
Wow. I just...
How do you... Oh, you have to take damage first in order to get rid of that psychopump. That is not cool.
That enemy performs an attack against the attacking investigator.
Oh, so yeah, it would have been on you. Wow,
so we would have been in a bit of
that
hurt.
would have been really bad. All right, so 1 card.
Glad if we didn't know.
1 card, 1 resource, Brad.
I drew my card. I took a resource. Yes.
All right, we shall then move on and place a thing on the mythos.
All right.
I will draw eager for death. Bwahaha. Revelation. Test my brains, my willpower. 2. Increase the skill test difficulty by 1 for each damage on you. Oh no. So this is increased, so it's damage, not insanity.
Okay.
If you fail, take 2 horror.
Okay.
All right, so it is at 2. My brains are at 2.
Okay.
I'm not getting rid of this. I'm not getting rid of this card because I need this card. So I'm even. So I have a 33% chance of hitting this. Unless you have something you can throw in, Brad.
And this is a fight?
This is no, it's a revelation. It's just a skills test.
What kind of skill? What's the skill?
Willpower.
Willpower?
Yeah.
You're what? You're even?
We're even.
You're even. If I got you at +1, that would almost double your chances, right? Well, actually, no, because the skulls are changed. But, you know, I'm gonna give you a shot. I'm gonna.
Thank you.
Give you a +1.
+1. Here we go. +1.
Awesome.
Success.
All right.
Your turn to draw a nasty card.
Strange signs. Revelation. Test lore at 3. If you fail, add 1 clue from the token pool to your location. 2 clues instead if there are 3 or 4 investigators in the game. I should be able to do this. Test lore at 3. I'm at 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. I'm up by 2.
Okay. Sounds good.
And it's just adding one clue. It's not really that.
Not that big of a deal, but we are on a timer, right?
-1. Awesome.
Okay. All right, now it's the investigator phase.
All right. Let me...
Can I just go first and get rid of this whippoorwill?
Well, I was going to do... Okay,
you just need to search for clues.
All right.
So I'm going to spend 2 resources, and I'm going to put in physical training, which is the one that I wanted over Streetwise.
Yeah, if you could get that permanently, that would be cool.
And then I'm going to... And so we're at a -1. It's at a 2 against my 2. I have no resources left.
Well, you do have an automatic...
I do have a weapon, which will add 1 to my fight, and it will... I'm just going to use my machete.
Okay.
And so it's going to put me up to 4 for my fight. Against its 2, I'm taking a -1, so I'm up by 1.
All right.
So I have a 17% chance of failure. -2, I failed.
You failed.
Oh, I had to engage with it.
Him. So that was your second action.
Yeah, 1, 2, that was my third action. So I am going to take damage.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right.
Shoot.
Oh, indeed. All right, I am going to investigate. I'm at 5, 6. I'm going to throw in a deduction card, which puts me at 7. And -1 for the whippoorwill. So I'm at 6, 3 for the shroud. I'm at +3 for this investigation.
I like it.
Me too. -1.
Excellent.
And if the skill test is successful while investigating at a location, discover 1 additional clue at that location.
All right, so you discovered 2
I got
clues.
both the clues on that one.
All right, now.
And I get a resource from Dr. Milan Christopher.
I need somebody that just powers me up with resources.
Well, he keeps plucking wings off of
Yes,
bugs and throwing them at me and
birds
saying,
and
"Here,
things.
use this to buy something."
All right, so is that a fast action?
Yeah, so I've got 2 actions left. That was just my first action.
All right.
The hidden chamber.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Revelation, put the hidden chamber into play. The hidden chamber and the location from which it was drawn are connected to one another. The door to the hidden chamber is locked. You cannot enter the hidden chamber unless key to the chamber is attached to the hidden chamber.
Okay. And put it where your face is.
No, that's good. Your face. All right.
So that's your second action.
No,
third...
that was not my second. That was a lightning action.
Oh, right.
So my second action will be to walk up to the congressional church. I mean, I could.
No.
Okay.
We need to find this because we are 2 things away from flipping over this other card.
All right. Congressional church. Congregational church. I've had a long day, by the way. I'm really tired. I myself did not more than a fortnight ago catch a very plain discourse of evil powers in the hill behind my house, wherein there were a rattling and rolling, groaning, screeching, and hissing such as no things of this earth could raise up. That was from a sermon.
Wow.
By the way, yeah, that's the kind of sermon you get.
That's in New England.
In Dunwich, yeah, at the Congregational Church in Dunwich. All right, this is a Shroud of 2. There are 2 clues, 1 per investigator. Choose and discard a card from your hand. Gain 2 resources. Well, that's kind of sweet.
Oh, heck, I'll do that.
And then if there are no clues here, blah, 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 blah. All right.
That's your second action.
And so I've got 1 more action.
You're just loaded up with clues, Brad. I have 0 clues.
I know.
But I've been keeping those darn birds off your back.
You have.
Hitchcock would be happy.
You have. Well, the Shroud here is only 2. I mean, it's like a joke.
Yeah, just do it. Can you do that thing where you can get both clues?
I can't. I don't have any kind of get both clues thing. Although I could draw a card. Yeah, I don't want to do that.
It's your final action.
This is my final action. All right, I'm just going to investigate as my final action. So I'm at 5, 6, -2. I'm up by 4.
You have 5 cards in your hand?
I do not.
Oh, so you can't use your power die?
No.
So you're not going to gain a resource?
No, I can't use my higher education.
Oh,
but
okay.
Dr. Milan Christopher is right there with me.
Oh, okay. All right.
All the way. picking up those Essex County vermin. All right, I'm up by 4.
Something like that.
-1. Got a clue?
Yay.
And a resource.
Oh, I hope the key's right here in the church.
Boy, wouldn't that be sweet?
No, it's located on the old house up on top of the hill overlooking the brook.
What did I say is the one thing I hoped it didn't happen, right? I hope that's not where the key is, he said, and then forgot to knock all the wood. Oh.
All right, enemy turn. I will take 1 sanity. So I've only got 3 sanity left.
Dude.
Oh, so question. When this game ends and we start our next game, do I still have that 1?
Oh, you're traumatized. Buddy.
Traumatized. All right.
Yep.
Okay, that's the enemy turn. No other enemies. This guy's just hanging out,
Just
right?
hanging out.
Okay, then it's the upkeep phase.
Okay.
Flip our cards over. Draw 1 card. Gain 1 resource. 1 for you.
Thank you.
1 for me.
I am resource heavy here.
Yeah, you are. You're also clue heavy.
I am.
All right, we are going to advance the... Or we're not going to advance the agenda, but we're going to add to the agenda, and I get to draw a... Kidnapped. Revelation. Test my willpower or my agility. Ooh, my agility's 4. If you fail, add an ally asset you control to the pool of potential sacrifices. Well, I don't control anybody.
Oh, is that it? Is that the only...
Then then attach kidnapped to the current agenda. If you have no ally assets, take 2 damage and discard kidnapped instead.
Yeah.
Take 2 damage. And take 2 damage. Forced. When attached agenda advances, choose a potential sacrifice at random and place it underneath the agenda deck. So basically, I'm going to... Oh, and I've got a -1. So I'm at a -3. And I can't spend any resources because I don't have any resources.
You got 1 resource.
I have 1 resource. I was hoping to do agility because I don't have enough. Yeah, see, I have to spend 2 to increase my agility by 3.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. I'm at 4. It's at 4. I'm at -1. Yeah, I'm at a -1 no matter what. Okay. I'm at a -1 no matter what. So let's hope for some pluses.
Okay.
And we draw a Elder Sign.
Yay.
If you succeed, gain 2 resources.
Do you succeed?
Well, effect +2. So that puts me up by 1 from where I was at.
Okay.
Right? So it was at test my agility of 4.
Okay.
I was at 3.
Okay.
That gives me 2. That puts me up by 1.
All right.
I get 2 resources.
Awesome. So it's like the only thing that could have...
Yeah. And that is discarded.
Well, I guess there's some +1 tokens.
Right? Double check and make sure that that's discarded.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's only...
Because that could have been bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got some resources out of it. That's a thing that I need.
All right. I'm going to draw a card.
All right, Brad. You do that.
Oh, this is not news. This is a treachery card. Unhallowed Country. Terror. Revelation. Put Unhallowed Country into play in your threat area. You cannot play ally assets. Treat the printed text box of each ally asset you control as if it were blank. Forced. At the end of your turn, test will of 3. If you succeed, discard Unhallowed Country.
So you don't get any benefits from your dudes.
I don't, but I got to remember to do this at the end of my turn.
I'll remind you.
I'm sure you will. Okay. All right. I'm just
Investigator
going
turn. Would you like to go first?
I would.
Because the only thing I can do right now, because there's no reason for you to come back to me, because we've got this whippoorwill in our location that's going to hurt you.
Right.
So it'd be better for you to investigate, find that key, get rid of your thing.
Will do. All right. I will investigate.
And I'm going to kill this whippoorwill on my turn, I promise.
So Dr. Milan Christopher does not boost me anymore, so I'm 5, just 5. So I'm up by 3 still.
Okay.
No big deal. 0. Good.
Excellent.
Okay. So
Right,
I've got
so-
all the clues here.
Key. Nope, not it. Oh, what
Key
is
to the
key?
chamber. Revelation. Take control of key to the chamber. All right. If This is as a lightning action. If the hidden chamber is connected to your location, attach key to the chamber to the hidden chamber. So as one action was my investigation.
You can come back and open that up if you want.
I think.
Because, I mean, I will kill this whippoorwill.
There's one thing I want to do. I want to come back there. I don't want to go into the hidden chamber yet.
No, but you can attach the key to it, right?
Yes, yeah.
Because that's an action, or is that a fast?
That's an action. That's a fast. As
Okay.
my second action, I'm going to move back.
Oh, so the third action would have to be going to the hidden chamber.
Going into the hidden chamber, which I do not want to do yet.
Okay.
I have one other action I want to take.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to, as my fast action, attach the key to the chamber to the hidden chamber.
Okay. And so you still have one turn left.
I have one action left.
Investigate, move.
I'm going to spend 2 resources, and I'm going to give myself...
Now listen, this says at the end of your turn.
Right.
So if you've got something that's boosting you up for your turn, will that still boost you up if your turn is over?
I can do this.
Oh, okay.
There's always a window to do this, but I'm not going to, actually. I'm going to pass on that because now I don't have enough cards to do it.
Well, you can't do it anyway because your guy says no. So what'd you do? Pull out your rosary?
Yeah, I pulled out a rosary. And I'm going to test will of 3. So my will is 3 plus 1 is 4.
And you have to beat it by how much?
I have to beat it by anything. So I'm at +1.
Oh, okay.
+1. 0 plus 1. Awesome.
Okay.
Right.
Excellent.
I'm no longer in unhallowed country. All right.
Enemy phase, right?
Yes.
I will take another sanity. Thank you very much.
Dude. Oh, you got to kill that thing.
I will.
Maybe I'll shrivel. You got a gun. You should just
I know. That's what I'm going to do. Don't worry.
Shoot it.
So it doesn't matter. My machete and my gun do the exact same thing. They give me +1 to the fight.
Oh, okay. Oh, because the gun... Does the gun give you more damage? What is the...
They both give me +1 to damage.
Why did you go to all that trouble to get that gun then?
Because I'm probably at some point going to lose one or the other. Right?
Sure. You betcha. Okay.
No, but I can. But see, here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
At this time, because I have my physical training, I can pump up my fight as many times as I want.
Okay.
So It's actually pretty good.
All right.
Okay, so that was the enemy phase. I took my
Flip.
attack. This guy hangs
Draw a card.
out. Draw a card. Gain a resource.
Thank you.
And now it is advance the agenda time, which guess what, Brad?
It
is definitely advance the agenda time.
Yuck. All right. More whippoorwills flock to Dunwich Village as the night progresses. The other townsfolk, notoriously superstitious, are terrified by the bird's presence. With the doors around you shut and locked, you find yourself alone in the streets of Dunwich. If there are 2 or more potential sacrifices, choose one of them at random and place it underneath the agenda deck without looking at it.
Ouch. Without looking at it. That's the key right there.
Without looking at it. Try
Yes.
not to look at it.
I will try not to
Is
look at it.
that
And
your
I
card?
will.
All right.
New agenda says...
New agenda says, feed the beast.
Oh, no.
The rhythmic screeching of the whippoorwills fills the night. If the superstitions of Dunwich are correct, their song portends impending death. But for whom?
This is not good.
All right.
Okay, so nasty card for me. Sordid and Silent, a terror. Revelation. Attach Sordid and Silent to my location. Forced. At the end of the round, each investigator at attached location takes 1 horror. Forced. When the agenda advances, discard Sordid and Silent. Would have been nice to have this a little bit sooner.
So when does that, what?
So at the end of the round, each investigator at attached location takes 1 horror.
Okay. But theoretically, we won't be here.
No. Okay, your turn, Brad. Grab a...
All right.
Because you are in the crypt area right now, right? Or are you
No,
still at my
I'm
location?
at your location.
All right.
Strange signs, revelation, test intellect at 3. If you fail, add 1 clue from the token pool to your location. I don't get. Sorry.
This guy.
I'm so tired. I'm so tired, Stephen. Oh my gosh! Wow. All right, so I will test intellect at 3. My intellect is 5. 6 minus 1 for the whippoorwill is something else.
5. Right?
5. Oh, you know what? Oh well, I should have been minus 1. Oh well, that's probably.
Minus 1 for what?
Oh, when I got rid of that, when I did that test for the will, but I think I was.
You were way higher than
I'm
that.
sure I was fine. Yeah.
Ooh.
Cultist minus 2.
Minus 2, and if you fail, add 1 clue from the token pool to your location.
I did not fail.
All right. So that's gone.
So it would have been another clue.
All right.
Let's put there.
I am going to overpower the heck out of the stupid whippoorwill. So I'm going to, my fight is at 3, its fight is at 2.
Okay.
I'm at 2, I'm going to throw in my machete, which
Okay.
gives me 1, which takes me to 4. This one has 2, 5, 6, so I'm at 6 minus 1 is 4.
No.
Yes.
I think you already minus 1.
3,
3,
4,
4,
5, 6,
5, 6,
minus 1,
5.
5, to its 2, so I'm 3 ahead.
3 ahead.
Minus 1, dead bird.
All right.
All right, we don't have to worry about that anymore.
I love how there's kind of a worm's eye view on this card.
For that card. Okay, for my second action, I'm going to go ahead and move into the hidden chamber.
All right.
Just so I'm out of that area.
Oh, when you move into the hidden chamber, that advances the act. That's
Oh,
what
right.
it is.
Okay.
Yes. You find your way into the hidden chamber where you believe the missing folk are being held, but the horrors that confront you there fray the edges of your sanity. Oh, you're pretty afraid already.
I am.
Bound by chains in a secluded corner of the room is an unspeakable creature with the face of a man. It wheezes and wrestles to free itself as it notices your entrance. The many mouths covering the creature's body are covered in blood.
Not many mouths, many
The
mouths.
many mouths covering the creature's body are covered in blood and gristles of meat as though it were feeding recently. With a hideous croak, the creature speaks with 7 mouths.
Kill me.
Seth! Then it lurches forward as though to grab you, and several of its chains snap. Reveal each unrevealed location. Move all clues in play, including those on each investigator, to the hidden chamber. Oh my god. All right, so reveal the... No, not that.
Oh.
Reveal this location, which would then put 2 clues into play.
Okay.
Remove all clues. Move all clues in play, including those on each investigator, to the hidden chamber. So all the clues.
All the clues, Brad.
All the clues are at the hidden chamber.
Including these.
Including those that you just revealed. All right. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 clues here. Spawn the set-aside Silas Bishop enemy in the hidden chamber.
This one's bad.
All right. Silas Bishop. Oh, this is that guy. Infused with evil. He has 6 hit points per investigator, so
he's
12. Holy cats. He is massive. Monster, abomination, elite. Silas Bishop cannot make attacks of opportunity. That's good. Those chains are doing something. What walked on the mountains that May night? What rude mass horror fastened itself on the world in half-human flesh and blood? Silas Bishop, no doubt. His fight is 3. His evade is 7. Not likely. His victory points are 2, and he does 2 and 2 damage.
I'll be dead if I engage with him.
Bad news, friend.
That's all right. That's not the enemy phase. I'm going to try to hit him for as many points as I can.
Chamber of the Beast. The pitiful beast lunges to grab you with slimy arms, its many jaws snapping in hunger. Killing it would be merciful, But perhaps there is something else to discover about this creature. So if Silas Bishop is defeated, we'll read R1. If there are no clues in the hidden chamber, advance.
So do we defeat him or do we go for clues? Because he's engaged with me, I'm going to die. But and he's massive. So if you enter the room, he's going to engage with you.
No. Oh, massive engages everybody entering the room?
I don't know, but I think massive attacks everybody.
Massive. Good question.
So that was my second action, right?
Massive is a key word.
Oh, I'm dead. Crap it.
No, just hang on. Just hang on. A ready enemy with the massive keyword is considered to be engaged with each investigator at the same location as it. An exhausted enemy with a massive keyword is not considered to be engaged with any investigators. An enemy with the massive keyword cannot be placed in an investigator's threat area. When an enemy with the massive keyword attacks during the enemy phase, resolve its full attack against each investigator it is engaged with, one investigator at a time. I will die also, by the way, because of my psychopomps.
Yeah.
The lead investigator chooses the order in which these attacks resolve. The massive enemy does not exhaust until its final attack of the phase resolves. When an enemy with the massive keyword makes an attack of opportunity, that attack only resolves against the investigator who provokes the attack. Massive enemy does not move with an engaged investigator who moves away from the massive enemy's location. All right. So here's the deal, Stephen.
Okay.
I
have one turn. This is my last action.
You know what you need to do?
Well, I could run away, but I don't want. I could, try to flee and disengage him.
Yes, just step out of the room, man. Step out.
But he's engaged with me.
But he does not take attacks of opportunity.
But if we do that, we're going to take this damage.
What is this damage?
Forced at the end of the round.
Wow, what a load of crap that is.
Okay, so here's the thing. I can, if I succeed in my one attack, I can deal 1, 2, let's see. How do I put myself up? Okay, spend 1 resource, you get +1 to the fight for this skills test. So his fight's at 3. My fight is at 3. I'm at 4 if I use my machete. And I will deal 1 extra damage. So I can only deal 2 damage to it looks like. I was thinking I could use my physical training and get +1 to the skills challenge. So I could do that too. I could throw in my vicious blow. I can hit it for 3. 3 out of the 12 is the most I can get out of this.
Okay. You can also spend some resources to get an extra.
I can use an extra action.
So what
which
if you,
would be?
What if you did this? Let me just give you a scenario. If you run out of there, you spend 2 resources, and then you run up here to the Congressional Church.
I could do that. So in order for this to resolve, we have to do something, right? We have to
either get all the clues
or kill the monster.
Guy.
The thing is, there are just as many clues as there are monster tokens.
And one of us is really good at getting clues. I could walk in.
So
investigate, walk out. Or I could walk in, shrivel it, and walk out.
So, but it's engaged with me.
Right. But it's massive, so it's engaged or not but it's not. Remember, it doesn't.
So if I walk out,
it does not. No.
It still stays engaged with me?
No, it's just not. It's not engaged with you anymore because you're not.
So it's in the location. It's in the location.
It's in the location. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else about that room we need to know about?
Nope.
The key do anything?
Opened it.
I hate it when these guys have so many frickin' attack points. Okay.
This is brutal. That's right
Yeah.
there.
So I'm going to move out as my final action, right? So let me double check. I moved in,
Well, you killed the whippoorwill.
killed the whippoorwill, moved in. Okay. I'm going to move out for my third action, spend 2 resources to get another action. Do I want to go there or here?
You don't want to go to the Bishop's Brook. I can't join you at the Bishop's Brook.
Okay. All right. My turn is done then.
Okay.
So now it is your turn.
All right. Now, one thing you could do for your child, let's just talk a little bit here. Let's give us a moment.
Oh, see, the thing is, this thing is always going to stay there.
Right.
Until the agenda advances, which is, it's there for 7 rounds.
Right.
So what good am I?
So
right
hang
now?
on. I'm going to tell you what good you are. What if on your next turn you moved and moved, spent a resource, and looked at the top 3 cards of your deck?
I've got this monster here.
Yeah, that's right. And explosion of dynamite is an event, not.
But I don't have dynamite.
Yeah, I know.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I was hoping you would get the item, but
well, this guy would be easier to defeat than that guy.
You could just sit here and draw cards.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, you can. I mean, that's the thing is we can at least look. We've got 7 up here.
Okay. All right.
We can take some time. I might be able to find some stuff that can pull me like extra clues. I don't know. Boy, this card that's just dreadful.
Yeah.
That's the thing is I can't. I was thinking I could go in and then go out, but I'm going to have to join you up here, I think.
Yeah, because if you go in, investigate a clue.
You have to go in like 6 times, and by then, I will have lost my mind.
Well, let's see. This one, it just says takes a horror. What does your psycho pump say?
That's when I take damage. So if the horror, I can take horror.
Okay, so
9. I can take 9.
Oh, okay. No, that doesn't work either.
No, that could work.
Okay, all right. Well,
could work.
Go ahead and do it.
If I can get...
Can you get 2 clues each time?
No, I can't get 2 clues each time. That's the problem. I need better cards than this. All right, here's what I'm going to do. I don't have that anymore. I must have burned that card. Dang it. I had a good card. All right. See, that's why I think if I fight, I can do 2 damage. I think I need to go for clues, Stephen.
Well, I mean, that's the only thing we can do, right?
Yeah.
Because right at this point with my sanity, because I'll be taking 2 sanity, I'll be dead.
All right.
If I stay here, I'm okay. No, I can go 2 rounds if I stay here.
Okay.
And I'm dead.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to walk in.
Okay, that's 1 action.
The monster engages me.
Doesn't do anything to
Doesn't do anything yet. I'm going to investigate. I'm going to drop this perception card. So I'm at 3, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're 5 up?
Yeah, I'm 5 up. Skull, which means there are no clues, so it's -4.
Okay.
So
you were 1 up, so that's a success.
Success. I will take a clue.
Okay.
I will get a resource for Dr. Milan Christopher.
Okay.
This was a successful test, so I get to draw 1 card.
All right. And now you have to get out of there.
Now, I will get out of there.
That's the end of your turn.
It's the end of my turn.
Okay. So that's the end of the investigator phase. The enemy phase. This guy hangs out. That guy does nothing. The upkeep phase. So reset. Ready all your exhausted cards.
Fine.
Each investigator draws 1 card, takes 1 resource, and now you take 1 horror. And your psycho pump pumps you up, and then the psycho pump goes away, right?
No, the Psychopomp song says, add Psychopomp song to any investigator's threat area. When you would take 1 or more damage, take 2 additional damage and discard Psychopomp song. I think damage is specifically physical damage, not
Mhm.
horror. Oh, no, that doesn't go away, does it?
No. Takes 1 horror.
Yeah. All right. I've got
Okay.
I've got something here.
All right. Well, now we have to go to the mythos phase.
All right. There's
And we get one of these great things. And now I get kidnapped. I think I will test my agility again.
Okay.
And I will go ahead and spend 2 to pump that agility up to 7.
Okay.
So I'm up by 3. And I get a -1 success. So nobody is kidnapped. Nobody else is kidnapped. Go ahead and take one of them nasty cards there, Brad.
Kidnapped.
Ugh.
Test will at 4 or agility at 4. My will is 3, 4. I'm going to go ahead and use my higher education because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So I'm going to use my higher education to get my will up to I'm at +2.
Elder sign. Excellent.
Doesn't do anything extra for me though. All right.
All right.
Here's what I suggest you do.
I'm just going to...
I would draw a card or take a
I
resource.
think I'm going to take a resource and draw 2 cards.
All right, why don't you do those draw the cards first.
All right. Ugh.
Slowly.
Hospital debts.
Oh, jeez.
Move. 1 resources from your resource pool to hospital debts. Limit twice per round. So that's a fast. So anytime I move... Oh, wait.
No, you can just, as a fast action, drop a resource on there. So what do you need to do? What's the...
It just says, put hospital debts into play in your threat area. Fast action, move 1 resource from your resource pool to the hospital debts. Limit twice per round. Forced. When the game ends, if hospital debt has fewer than 6 resources on it, you earn 2 fewer experience points for this scenario.
Well,
so
this is about your experience points for the scenario.
Right.
How bad do you care?
I'm okay.
Okay.
All right, so that was my first action.
You can't earn less than 0, which is what we're looking at right now anyway.
Yeah, plus being dead. My second action. Good God!
Oh, wow.
Treachery, amnesia.
Wow.
Choosing to discard all but 1 choose, so I get to choose. All right, I'm going to get rid of Leo DeLuca and evidence.
Leo DeLuca lets you take extra actions, though.
I know, but he also has a cost of 5, of which I have 1 resource.
But okay, but if you just sat here and just took resources, you gain 4 resources per turn. Next turn.
I have vicious.
This is at 7. We've got 4 freaking ever.
All right, well, I'll get rid of evidence, and even though it's against my better will, I think vicious blow would have been the better one to keep.
What's vicious blow do?
If the skill test is successful during an attack, that attack deals +1 damage. +1 damage, +2 damage, plus the damage I'm already getting.
Yeah, but
so I could be dealing 3 damage.
Imagine an extra shot with your gun from Leo DeLuca.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right, so that was my second action.
Okay.
Ugh, dare I take another frickin' card? I mean, I've got all my treacheries out, so my third card is well, I not have to share it, but fast actions. Fast action does that? I mean, does that use an action?
Fast is just fast.
Okay, but I still have to spend the resources for it. Okay, I'm done. Flip me over.
All right. All right, I'm going to spend 2 resources.
Okay.
I'm going to put on a bulletproof vest.
Okay.
Zebulon Whately gave me.
Nice. Way to go, Zebulon.
Bless his heart.
I'm Zebulon.
That was 1 action. For my second action, I'm going to draw a card. That's so stupid. Does nothing for me. For my third action, I'm going to draw a card. All right.
Okay, enemy phase, huh?
Yep, nothing happens.
Guy hangs out, that guy does nothing. Draw a card, gain a resource. Oh, wait, recess and exhaust everything.
Okay.
Draw a card. Gain a resource. All right. Time to, you have enough, you're not at your card limit size.
Okay.
I get Haunting Night Gaunt. Has a fight of 3, hit points of 4, and agility of 1. It is a hunter. While attempting to evade Haunting Night Gaunt, double the negative modifier of each revealed chaos token. So he will engage with me.
Okay.
He has a hit of 1 and a sanity of 1.
Okay.
So I need to get rid of him. Go ahead and draw a card there, Brad, and see what kind of horrible thing before. Oh, wait a minute. We forgot you need to add a horror to your...
Oh, yes, thank you. The end of the round.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I always think of the mythos at the end of the round because that's...
Yeah. Unhallowed Country. Revelation. Put Unhallowed Country into play in your threat area. You cannot play allied assets. Tree printed, blah, blah, blah. So it's back there again. At the end of my turn, test will at 3. If I succeed, discard Unhallowed Country. Big deal. Although I will wish I had Null on Christopher at the end of this turn. That's okay. Definitely worse. Okay.
You got to figure out how you're going to win this on your own, because at this point, for me, it's just a thing for survival.
I'm working on it, pal.
Do you have a thing to deal with that, or is that just hanging out with you?
I got stuff.
I was kind of focusing on my things. Yeah, so are you dealing with that?
No, I'm just going to sit there. I got stuff.
Okay.
No, we're just
so
we zoned. We got lost in time and
no,
space.
I mean,
yeah.
All right. Yeah. Hey, look, I actually am across time and space. So the question is,
I've got a plan.
Do you have a plan?
I have a
Does
plan.
it involve me or not?
It does not involve you.
Okay. Why don't you execute your plan? Because my plan is to...
We've still got other... Oh, no, we don't.
No, we don't. That was your thing.
Okay, all right. All right.
So now it's the investigator phase. So, I mean, I could just take care of my guy if you've got a plan, if you need a few more minutes to formulate your plan.
No. I'm going to go in here.
Okay.
I am going to...
None of those things affect your...
Well, this, I don't get Milan Christopher there. I am going to, for my second action, investigate. I'm going to spend 1. Let's see, my investigate is at 5, 6. I'm going to use deduction. So 5, 6, 7. So I'm up by...
You're up by...
No, 5, 6. I'm up by 4.
4.
And the shroud is 3. I'm up by 4.
Okay.
I'm going to spend a resource.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up by 6.
Okay.
I'm up by 5.
So does that mean you get 5 bonus?
No, but since I succeeded by 2 or more, I get 2 additional clues.
Oh, so you get 3 clues total.
I got 3 clues on that for my second.
It's too bad
action.
that thing doesn't stick around a little bit longer, because you could clean that up.
I could clean it up. But that was a chunk.
And now you have to get out.
No.
You're going to stay there?
I'm going to stay there.
Because he's going to attack you.
Hey.
Can you deal with that kind of damage? 2 and 2?
Daisy is badass. Did you know that?
If you say so.
She is. I'm going to, let's see, if I investigate again.
Doesn't do an attack of opportunity. Man, I wish that hadn't come out there.
Yeah, me too. All right, my other option, its evasion is 7, right?
Yeah.
So if I evade it,
It won't attack you.
it won't attack me. Its
Can you do
evasion
that?
is 7. My evasion is 2.
God. And I can't help you.
I'm going to spend 2 resources.
Okay.
I'm going to play Hyper Awareness as my third and final action.
And what does it do?
Allows me to spend resources to get greater intellect or greater agility.
So you're just going to take the damage.
I'm just going to take the damage.
Okay.
Hang on. Yep. All right. So that is the end of my turn. Enemy
Nope,
turn.
that's not my turn. I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, that's right. It's the end of my turn.
All right, so he has a fight of 3. I have a fight of 3. With my machete, I get a +1 to my fight. And because he's the only enemy engaged with me, it deals a +1 damage to that. It's too bad I can't, it's too bad I can't use my machete and my gun at the same time. Right? I can't do that?
I don't think you can.
Because they're single-handed items.
Right.
I'd think that you'd be able to go whack, bang in one action.
You would think.
It's not Munchkin, but okay. So there's my machete for that. That puts me up by 1. That gives me 4. I can throw 1 resource in to put that to 5 to beat him by 2. -2.
You're fine.
Tie. Okay, so he takes 2 damage. For my second action, I will repeat that exact same process.
Okay.
Zero. Beat him. He is dead.
Okay.
No victory points on this guy. Boo. What was that negative modifier thing say? I want to make sure that I didn't mess up.
What negative modifier?
It says on the night gaunt. Read that at night gaunt.
Oh, well, attempting to evade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't evading. For my third action, I think I'll just draw a card or take a resource. I'll take a resource. My turn is done.
All right.
Now the enemy phase. Hangs around, does nothing. You take
2
and 2.
And I take 2 damage. And the first time I take 2 damage, the Psychopump's song makes me take 2 more. So I take 4 damage, all of which is absorbed by my bulletproof vest.
Nice. All right, you needed that. That was good. Okay. What's your brain
at the
power?
end of my turn, I should have tested
Okay.
will for that.
Go ahead and test your
My will is 3, 4.
Does your bulletproof vest give you anything?
No.
Okay.
I'm at +1. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 to get myself at +3. Elder Thing is -3.
-3.
Good enough.
Good enough? All right. Okay. So that was both our, so that was a monster phase. So you took your damage.
Yep.
Okay, upkeep phase.
Draw a card.
Ready all exhausted cards. Each investigator draws 1 card, gains 1 resource. Now, Brad, I finally get my contraband, which I could now double the amount of ammunition on my gun
Nice.
to get, what would it be, 16 charges?
If you say so.
14 charges. Okay, now we add 1, check your hand size.
I'm good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And I get, this is the whippoorwill, I get a whippoorwill.
All right. I get Rotting Remains. Test will at 3. For each point you fail by, take 1 horror. Ugh. my will is at 4. I kind of want to spend to get up to 5. Maybe I don't. What do you think?
And how much are you ahead by now?
I'm ahead by 1.
Well, that only gives you a, what is that, a 17% disadvantage?
Yeah, I'm up by 1. So that gives me about a 54% chance of success. If I go up by 3, 54% chance of success. Yeah, I'm going to go up by 3.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, I just threw that into the token bag. Oh, well, I'm just going to let it stay there.
Yeah. You draw a resource.
All right. -1, I'm fine.
Okay.
All right. All right.
All right. Now, okay, so we just drew both of our things. It is the investigator phase.
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and go first, and I will punch this bird in the face for 4 against its 2. I'm up by 2.
Okay.
That's the only enemy engaged with me, so it'll get an extra damage, but that's enough to get rid of. Oh, wait, it is a -1. So, yeah, I tied with it.
Okay.
So it is dead.
All right.
That's my first action. My second action, let's see. My next 2 actions will be to take resources. And I'm done, Brad.
All right. For my first action, I'm going to investigate.
I'm really trying to get my Leo DeLuca out, ladies and gentlemen. I need 1 more resource to do that.
I'm going to investigate.
Okay.
So I'm at 5, 6. The shroud is 3. I'm up by 3.
Ooh.
-3 is just fine.
Tie it.
Take a clue. My second action, I'm going to investigate. I'm at 6. I'm up by 3. -2, just fine. I now have half the clues that were on this guy.
That's your job, Brad. My job is to punch. Your job is to clue.
I'm saying. You think? Yeah, you thought I couldn't.
I just was worried about the psycho pump and the damage that the guy was dealing with you. So it was smart that you put on your bulletproof vest. Although this time it's not going to help you.
It's not.
And you're at how much brain damage already?
I'm taking 4.
Okay, so now you're moving out of the room.
Out of the room.
Okay, which means you're going to take that forced damage.
Yep, I might as well take it now because I'm afraid I'll forget if I don't. Okay, I'm just going to sit it here.
All right.
All right.
Enemy. Okay, enemies don't do anything. Upkeep phase.
Flip the cards over again.
Ready all of your exhausteds. You don't have exhausteds this time, Brad.
Do not.
1 card. Oh, yeah. 1 resource. Add 1 to the mythos. Count your hand size.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
And I get a Haunting Night Gaunt again. Okay, and you get...
O'Banion's Thug.
Ooh, not so good.
I got this.
Sure?
Yep.
All right. Okay. I think I'm going to punch this Haunting Night Gaunt. Yeah, I can't pull out Leo DeLuca because that would get me attack of opportunity. So I'm going to use my machete, throw in a resource.
Hey, I investigated twice that turn.
Yes, you did.
I should have gotten 2
Okay.
things from Milan. I'm taking them because we're in a pit here, so I'm retro taking.
So I'm going to spin that thing to bump me up by 1. So I'm at 2, 5 against its 3. I'm up by 2. Death's Head. -1 for each location in play with no encounter card under it. So is it at 4? Is that what we're at, Brad?
Yes.
So I failed. Shoot. This thing does not have retaliate, which is good. Yeah, because I was at 5, -4, yeah. All right, I will spend another resource, try to do that again. -2, succeeds that time for 2 damage. And I will do that one more time. I mean, if I won it by 3, I mean, I'd almost be guaranteed to win. But okay, I'll just stay there.
It's like 82% versus.
Death's Head. Fail. Yeah. Damn it. All right, those were my 3 turns, Brad.
All right.
I'm going to be dead here pretty soon.
You're fine.
All right, flip me over.
He's going to give you 1 horror, right?
He's going to give me 1 horror and 1 sanity.
1 horror and 1 health, or 1 damage, yeah.
1 damage, 1 brain damage.
I just need a little more time here, Steven. I can pull this off.
Well, I can probably kill him next time. Maybe.
So here's what I'm going to do.
You do it.
Spend a resource off shriveling, or spend a charge off shriveling, and use my old book of lore also. So fight using will. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm up by 3.
Okay.
Against his fight.
Okay.
-3. Look at that.
Yeah.
Shriveled another Albanian's thug.
Okay. Thank goodness we're not trying to evade anyone here, because we forgot that the enemies get a +1 to their evades in this location.
Oh, I didn't forget that.
Okay. I did.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that gets discarded. So that's my first action.
Mm-hmm.
For my second action,
For my next trick,
I'm going to draw a card. Oh, God. Treachery across space and time. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Working a hunch, which allows me to discover an extra clue.
Darn it.
Another old book of lore. Oh, and my haunted treachery. Right.
Good. That's lucky.
For my next one, no, lucky's one of those.
How many horror do you have?
I have 5 out of 9.
No, I think there's 1 stacked on top, right?
Nope, those are clues.
Oh, okay. I thought that
1, 2,
one was
3,
stacked.
4,
Okay.
5. Nope, these are all just clues.
You have 9, so you have 4 more chances?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, no, because
You have 2 more chances. Your final action is?
my final action is. Hang on a second. Let me think for a second.
No, take your time.
So what I'd like to do, let's talk through this a little bit.
I mean, if you stay here, you're going to take...
Yeah. What I'd like to do is come in here and evade him.
Do you have enough to do that?
Yeah, I could probably pull it off. It would be an extra effort.
You'd have to have like 10.
So if I evade him, get a clue.
Well, you won't be able to.
So that as my third action, I would get a clue.
Oh, for evading him?
No, as my third. So I walk in for my first action. Evade him for my second action. Third action, get a clue.
But this is your... Right now, you're...
Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about in the future.
Okay.
Or,
I mean, you can totally do that.
So this is the next turn.
Yeah,
talking about next turn.
Yeah.
Then, for the turn following that, I would like to investigate.
And then take the damage.
And then take the damage.
Providing
I can
that
do
there's...
1 time. Then if I can investigate.
And get out.
You
still take this.
No, I don't need to get out. If I can investigate,
and then it resolves.
Then we're done.
Okay, all right. But you still have the encounter deck to deal with, or the investigator deck to
I know.
deal
I mean,
with.
that's really. I mean, I'm saying I'm
this
cutting.
Is the best case scenario.
This is me cutting it really, 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 really
right.
tight.
Yeah.
So my question is, do I want to get another resource to boost up my evasion ability? Because there I can do basically everything I spend is how much I would be up by. So I get myself up by 4. Okay, I'm going to draw a card.
Yeah. Now, if I can actually make it to here and get rid of this guy, I get a clue from any location. So that could also help you out too.
Okay. That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
All right. What your third option was to draw a card? Is that what you did?
Which I did.
Okay. All right. Enemy phase. He might attack me, except I'm going to spend a resource. And I'm going to play dodge.
Ooh, awesome.
Fast. When an enemy attacks an investigator at your location, cancel that attack.
Good job.
Okay. Does nothing.
Does nothing.
Does nothing.
Reset.
Reset. Unexhaust.
Draw a card.
Draw a card. Oh, Draw a card. Gain a resource.
I've got too many cards. I've got to discard a flashlight. Thank you for the resource.
I got Dynamite Blast.
Did you now?
Except this is not a connecting location.
Yeah, of course it is.
No. This is connected to this.
Right, so you just got to walk back there.
Yeah, but I don't want to take a horror.
Well, and then walk out again.
No, that's true. But I've got to fight this guy
I'm working
first.
clues, not working
Yeah.
hit points. So
Yeah.
how many hit points does that do? Like 3?
Does deal 3 damage to each enemy and to each investigator at the chosen location. 4, 5. Okay. It's time to... Did you already discard?
Yes, I did.
All right. We are now at 5 on the Mythos. And I get Ancient Evils. Place 1 Doom on the current agenda. That sucks.
Well, that might have blown my plan.
6.
That blew my plan.
Well, maybe. Let's draw your card and let's see where we go.
Eager for Death. Revelation. Test will at 2. Increase the skill test difficulty by 1 for each damage on you. If you fail, take 2 horror. Well,
you have no damage.
I'm not eager for death either. So my will, test will at 2. My will is 3, 4. I don't have anything I want to throw in there. I guess I could... If I take 2 horror, that's going to be too much.
Yeah, no, get rid of that card.
Right. I'll spend 1 to boost my will up by 2. So my will is 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm up by 4.
0.
Okay.
All right, investigator phase. You want me to go first? Since I'm dealing with my thing?
Sure.
All right, I will spend a resource to... I'm going to spend 2 resources. I'm just bumping this up by 2, 3, 6. I'm beating him by 3. And I get a resource.
Yes.
I get a -1. Did it.
All right.
Dead. That's my first action.
All right.
He's got a damage of 3. Second action. Oh no, I don't have the resources to do that.
I'll just move and take...
Second action. For my third action, I will, I think, take a resource. Right? Is that what I want to do? Yeah, because I can't really trigger anything without resources. So I will take a resource and I will be done.
Okay.
I'm also in a resign location, right?
Yes, I think you are. Oh, we never flipped it.
No, we never flipped it. Gosh, I hope they're...
Yeah. Yeah. There are no clues there.
That would have sucked. All right, Brad, your turn.
All right, I'm going to enter.
1.
I am going to attempt to evade Silas Bishop.
Let's hope you do it.
Wish me good luck. His evasion is 7. My agility is 2. I'm down by 5. Down by 4. I'm down by 2.
Okay.
I'm down by 1.
Okay.
I'm even. +1, +2, +3 for hyper awareness.
All right.
I'm at +3.
All right. You did it. I didn't think you'd be able to do it, but... I mean, you haven't done it yet.
I haven't done it yet, Ben. I'm at +3.
It's okay. This is our last turn.
+1.
Do you get any clues for doing that?
Oh, this is our last turn.
Yeah.
God dang it. No, I get no clues for doing that. I was going to... Oh, I should have... Oh,
Should have just gone for broke, huh?
Yeah, I get to draw a card, though. Oh, shit. Necronomicon.
Put 3 horrors on, right?
Yeah.
Does that make you go insane?
No.
Okay.
I just ignore it.
All right.
Oh, we're not going to do this, are we?
Nope. That's okay.
All right, so I will, for my second turn, investigate.
Do something like pump you up so you can get 5 clues.
I wish I could, man.
That's one thing that I wish there was a way to, because it looks like...
I have a lot of those cards, but I burned a couple of them. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get 12 clues.
No. It's interesting that in this game, it seems like the maximum, except for the shotgun, which is something I can't use, it seems like, at least with the way our hands are stacked up right now, the maximum damage that we could deal to something is 3.
Right.
Which is, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it keeps the game balanced with the monsters. But when it comes up to these big, massive monsters like our bad guy here, it would have been nice if I could have, in 2 turns, dealt like 6 damage to it.
So part of
or 10 damage to it in 2 turns.
Yeah. Part of the problem is, I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, we're just
part of the problem is this.
Yeah,
Otherwise, we could have just in
and
out and in and out.
Yeah.
But so I will. I will
try to get clues, because who knows how many clues may help us out.
Maybe so. I doubt it. Boy, if I just had one more turn, well, maybe not. But all right, I will investigate. My investigation is 5, 6. So I'm up by 3. Win. That's my 1 clue.
You get a resource?
I get a resource for that.
Is that your 3rd turn?
That was my 3rd action.
Move, evade, clue. All right. Enemy phase. You evaded him. No enemies from my area. That guy's just hanging out.
All right.
Upkeep phase. Reset actions. Flip your minis. Each investigator draws 1 card and gains 1 resource. Oh, beat cop. Why'd you show up now? Nobody is in the forest area.
Yep.
Check your hand size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place 1 doom on the agenda.
And it advances.
Zoop.
Oh, you should have resigned since you knew you could. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. The whippoorwills that have been cawing through the night scatter in unison as if they are somehow satisfied with the turn of events.
Okay.
Each investigator must immediately resign.
I resign.
I resign. All right. Read the resolution of Apola.
Blood on the altar.
We were not defeated.
No, we weren't. So that's good. If no resolution was reached, each investigator resigned or was defeated, the cries of the whippoorwills fade into the distance, and the town of Dunwich is filled with an eerie silence. All that can be heard is the dry whistle of the chill wind, and the slow rustling of the dead leaves. There is no sign of the missing townsfolk, nor will there ever be again. Oh, that's cool. That sent some chills down my...
That's cool.
You think they all turned into the whippoorwills and flew away?
The whippoorwills stole their souls, man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, no, the missing townfolk. No, they've been...
no sign of the missing townfolk. Okay, I thought it was the whole entire townfolk.
That's what I did too, yeah. No. Oh.
In your campaign log, record that the ritual was completed.
The ritual was...
Oh, this sucks.
Completed.
If there were any potential sacrifices, meaning the rest of our potential... No.
Oh.
If there were any potential sacrifices remaining at the end of the game, place them underneath the agenda deck.
Oh.
In your campaign log, under Sacrifice to Yog-Sothoth, record the names of each unique card that is underneath the agenda deck. Each of those cards are removed from all players' decks and can no longer be included in any player's deck for the remainder of the campaign.
Oh, my goodness.
So we lost everybody.
Yes, so Dr. Henry Armitage.
That sucks.
Oh, my goodness. Zebulon Whately.
Zebulon, oh no. That's not good.
Dr. Francis Morgan.
I feel like the game just went from bad to worse. Where no matter what we do, we just can't save anyone.
Earl Sawyer.
We need one of those Hollywood Oscars in memoriam moments here. At least we know who the bad guy is. Yog-Sothoth now. Although nothing in the game has told us that they've been sacrificed to Yog-Sothoth.
You can feel it, though.
So let's talk about that just for a moment. There's nothing in this game that we have played that has ever mentioned Yog-Sothoth.
Except the entirety of the story that Dr. Henry Armitage told us about the Dunachor. Recall that he told us a story off camera.
Which means that, yes, you would have to have gone and read that yourself, or listened to it, or whatever, in order to understand that Yog-Sothoth was somehow involved in this.
Yes.
Okay. If an investigator with the Necronomicon, the Olus Warmus translation, in his or her deck was defeated, in your campaign log record that it was stolen, the Necronomicon must be removed from the investigator's deck. Don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it was already stolen. Each
investigator earns experience points equal to the victory value of each card in the victory display. We have 0.
0.
Each investigator earns 2 bonus experience as he or she gains insight into the hidden world of the mythos. So we got 2. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Stephen.
No, that's what it says.
I got 2.
Why didn't I?
I believe you have some hospital debts that have not been satisfied.
Oh, right. Proceed to scenario 5, undimensioned and unseen. Oh, man. Now, that's interesting. I wonder... So there's a whole thing. So we said, do not read until the end of your scenario.
Mm-hmm. Don't read it.
Oh, okay. Now we just move right to undimensioned and unseen. Had we had a resolution, one of them might have been to proceed to interlude 2, the survivors. But we did not make that.
Mm.
Oh, Brad.
That was brutal, man.
I mean, on the one hand, I wish we could have kept Armitage around because, you know, he's kind of like the key to all of this, I think.
Yeah, but now we know.
Well, yes, we know that it's Yog-Sothoth because he ripped open the fabric of
Yes.
the universe and space-time and sucked us all in. Bad thing is I'm still going to have 1 horror every time I start the game.
You are.
I feel like we did not do so good.
We are on a downward spiral.
Well, that's the other thing, too, is I think that now we're caught in this. There's no way we can even pretend to win. Now, granted, we weren't defeated, so we don't take any additional horrors
defeated.
or any of that other stuff.
And I think this was one, Stephen. Now, let's...
man, the one time that my gun actually worked, I never used it once. That's okay, because I was really hoping that I could have had that. But see, the machete and the gun both have the same benefit, except that the gun gives me a +1 regardless. The machete only gives me the +1 damage if there's only 1 monster attacking me, or if I'm only engaged with 1 monster. So had there been other monsters, I could have switched over to the gun. But I was really hoping I could have swung back around somehow, gotten in there, fired off a couple shots, and just had that in my arsenal.
Well, you know what you should do for the video?
What's that?
You should do this. You should put like a Brad's clue gathered tally. I think I collected a record number of clues.
Yeah, you probably collected what's left.
I collected 17 clues. So I've got 7 here. I collected 10 before everything's
I'm not going to do
south.
that. That's too much extra work. So story-wise, I thought the ending of this really gave me chills and brought me back into the story. So from a storytelling mode, I enjoyed that.
Oh,
From our recap at the beginning and getting into the mood of what our 2 characters are trying to do, I think we work best if we can stick together. Because if we could have stuck together, and if I could have had out Leo DeLuca, he could have at least taken a couple of those blows from the guy plus the extra action. I think that would have been a benefit. So I think you had said something a few moments ago about going forward. What do we need to do?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
The whippoorwill part of the story was really cool.
Yeah, I like that too. I like that they just kind of follow you along and kind of haunt you and give you, spooks that take away your powers.
Yeah.
I didn't like that 2 of them were in the same location at the same time. I didn't like the layout of this town, Dunwich sucks.
It does. does.
Don't ever go there. Their
First-
travel and tourism board needs to just dissolve and never ask anyone to come there ever again.
The first paragraph of the Dunwich Horror is about what a rat hole Dunwich is.
I'm surprised we didn't have rats in this game.
Yeah.
That would have been pretty appropriate for all
Yeah.
this. The mobsters, I don't think we're done with the mobsters. I think those mobsters are going to come back.
Look, they're shriveled. I mean, they're
Yeah, but they haven't learned their lesson.
Don't mess with the librarian.
So now, okay, so we're jumping right into the next thing. I mean, there's no interlude. There's no. I can't wait to see what happens in the next chapter.
Here's the weird thing that maybe we missed out on a great reward, right? But
Probably.
you remember at the beginning of this when I was like, yeah, Daisy is like, it's not her that's on the line. She's chill with this, right? Yeah. Like we lost this, and yeah, those guys all died, which is terrible. I mean, it's terrible. That
Well, I
Dr.
mean, for
Who-
Armitage, the rest of the guys we don't know, so it may not be that emotional for us. But
so this scenario didn't really set us back, even though we'd lost. It didn't really.
well, except that I wonder how many sacrifices need to happen before Yog-Sothoth rises from his grave.
Oh, and how much crap is going to get added to the bag next game?
Oh, yeah. See, that could be pretty bad.
Oh, we'll probably have to add like a -5 for everybody who was sacrificed or something.
No, because we don't have -5s. We have
We have a -7.
we have a -8.
Do we?
We have a -8, and we have some -4s. We haven't had any -4s into this yet. So
Oh.
things are not good, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we played this. We're trying to follow along with this game. I'm sure many of you have played this time and time again, and are just watching this for the amusement of these two jokers that are constantly failing with their characters. And why haven't they added characters from the actual Dunwich Legacy expansion? I mean, Ashcan Pete and Trumpet Player Sam. Those are two really great characters. Mandrake the Magician has not shown up in any of these sets yet, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I was kind of hoping for the Magician to at least make an appearance at some point. Some of you may be going, why not use Betty? Because she's got the double guns kind of thing. But that's where we're at. So hopefully we've played this game to your liking and to the rules as we understand them at the time of this recording. And if we didn't, that's what the comment section is for. And of course, you can always just fire me off an email to podcast@majorspoilers.com. There are right ways and wrong ways to send an email. Some of you get it, some of you don't, but that's okay. And I think until next time when we go into the next part of this adventure, remember, it's not cheating if you don't get caught.